Hey guys, it's Bria. Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am continuing with my series, Sober Off My Sadness. BTW, ignore my fans, very loud, don't know what's going on. Anyways, continuing my series while we talk about letting people go. I feel like that is something that I struggle with immensely, and I feel like a lot of people definitely also struggle with finally letting those bad people go out of your life. I also want to talk about fears, chasing your fears, kind of overcoming fears. There's a lot that kind of all comes together as one topic, and I'm very excited for you guys to hear my input and kind of hear my opinions on the topics. I feel like letting people go is so hard, one, because obviously you've created these magical memories with these people, and you never want to let someone go that you've devoted so much time to being around and spending time with. But when it gets to the point where you're not growing with the person and you feel like you're shrinking to fit in the box that they want you to fit into, then you're either putting yourself first and taking a step away and letting this person go, or you're going to lose yourself completely in this friendship, relationship, whatever the situation may be. And finally actually letting the person go, taking a step away and putting yourself first is always the right thing to do. You never want to shrink yourself to fit in someone else's box. You never want to let people's opinions dictate how you're going to spend your life and what you're going to do with your life, because at the end of the day, you are the only person that's going to be in your life forever, and you could only prioritize yourself. It can be so scary because I feel like letting people go also has to do with change, and a lot of people are afraid of change, and they're afraid of what's going to happen if they don't know what the outcome 100% is going to be. But change is going to happen, and people are going to experience change in their life, and that, in my opinion, is why people are so afraid to let these toxic people out of their life, because it's change and it's scary 100%, and I totally understand that. And there's definitely a lot of people in my life right now that I could let go that I'm just scared of, because so much will change, but it's going to happen. I feel like if you just remind yourself that everyone experiences change, things will happen to everyone goes through similar things, it makes you feel better about the situation. I feel like friendship breakups, relationship breakups, everyone goes through them. So knowing that it's a universal experience definitely also helps let people go. I just feel like letting people go is just so necessary, especially at the time where society is glamorizing social media so much, and friendships are glamorized on social media. You'll see people post with people and act like their best friend, and then behind the person's back it's constant shit talking, constantly degrading people, and like you would never know that because of social media. So you see these amazing friendships and you're like, oh, I want that so bad, but you're not gonna get that out of someone that shouldn't be in your life. I feel like for me, it's definitely really hard because I don't like when someone knows me so well, so deeply, so emotionally. I don't like whenever I'm connected with someone so deeply and then they just leave, or they just like walk out of my life, or I let them go because they know everything, and they can definitely use that against you. They know your weaknesses, they know what your strong suits are, they know literally everything about you. But I feel like when you put so much trust into someone, then they leave your life, and you should continue that trust. You shouldn't share their secrets. You shouldn't share what they're insecure about, because at one point, again, you were friends, and I just have to remind myself that like the people I had in my life aren't gonna go and spread my business and talk about me in a negative sense. You're just letting them go. You're letting the friendship kind of die out, and no one needs to talk about each other. It can just be a mutual letting go situation. But again, like in my brain, it's like they know me so well, like I don't want them to leave. Like I don't like that. Like I just feel exposed, like I don't know. I feel like that's definitely a mental thing that I just have to kind of get over, especially if I want to have strong friendships with people and make connections with people, but it's not easy. I feel like honestly people are just so afraid to form their own opinions and their own thoughts Whenever you're around groups of people who don't think the same as you or don't have the same ideas of things going on in the world, or groups of people or things that can be biased, you just tend to follow the crowd and you think like the people you surround yourself with, which I feel is the reason why people are becoming so like all the same. If you surround yourself with, this is just an example, if you surround yourself with a group of homophobic people, you are going to start to think like they do because you're afraid to form your own opinion. And that is my biggest pet peeve. Why are we so afraid to just have our own thoughts? Why is that just such a thing that people can't do? It's very annoying, especially in high school. I feel like everyone just has the same mindset because they're too afraid to step out of their comfort zone, out of their box, and let people know what they're thinking. I feel like society as a whole is just so afraid to speak out and to have their own opinions, and it definitely impacts friendships. I feel like whenever you're in an argument with someone and they're like speaking their like how they feel and they're being so direct about it, a lot of people are just gonna be like, okay, yeah, like you're right, like I'm sorry, I fucked up. But like in reality, you should be able to be like, no, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with what your opinions are on the situation. This is how I feel. You don't have to feel the same way as me because we are both entitled to our opinions and to what we're thinking on the situation. But I feel like it's just hard. And I'm definitely one of those people. I will apologize profusely. That's not the right word. It definitely is the right word. I just don't know how to pronounce it. But you know what I mean. Like, I will apologize over and over again for a situation that was not my fault at all because I'm just scared to tell the person, like, hey, I don't agree with that. And I don't know. I feel like it's just hard. At the end of the day, you have to be able to form your own opinions, form your own thoughts, and let people go in order to grow as a person. You are never going to come into yourself as a person and truly understand who you are and why you are the way you are if you are surrounding yourself with these little-minded people that have no personality, no opinions, and then you're too afraid to let them go. And that is why people are all the same. In my opinion, I feel like people need to branch out. And there needs to be more diversity. And there needs to be more fun and whimsy in the world. That is just my personal opinion. Again, letting people go, so hard. That is not an easy thing to do, and I'm not trying to make it seem like I can do it, because I can't. I've definitely struggled with that. But I also feel like because I have struggled so much with that, talking about it is so good for other people, because like I am someone that can relate to you, you can relate to me, and you're not alone. And letting people go can make you feel so desolate and so alone, and like you have no one, especially losing a best friend or losing your boyfriend or girlfriend that's been in your life for so long that you've shared such strong connections with. But you just have to let them go. I feel like that's also a self-respect thing. If you know that the people that you're surrounding yourself with aren't helping you grow, they're bringing you down, they're putting you back in that box that you tried so hard to get yourself out of, you're doing yourself a disfavor, you're disrespecting yourself, you're pushing your priorities and your standards to the side because you want to keep these people in your life, which isn't okay. And you need to realize what you want in a friendship, what you want in a relationship, so that you can grow with the right people. You can surround yourself with people that are going to help you become who you want to become and do things you want to achieve and be there for you in the right way. And I feel like you will know whenever you've surrounded yourself with the right people. And if you feel like you haven't had that connection with your friends, then you are not putting the right people in your environment, and you need to take them out. You need to let them go, because you should not have yourself be stuck in this box that these people are putting you into. At the end of the day, you will know when someone needs to be let go. You will know when the person that you're surrounding yourself with shouldn't be in your life anymore. And I guess I'm just gonna end it on that note. I feel like I love every person that supports me and supports my channel, and I love you all so deeply that I want you to take this video as a sign to let those toxic people go. and to grow as a person, to be free, to be fun, to be whimsical, to be the best you can possibly be. Because I have so much faith in all of you, and I truly do appreciate all of you guys so much. So thank you guys for sticking around and watching the whole video if you got to the end. I hope that this helped you. I hope that you are going to take my words of wisdom and implement them into your life. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, bye.